always get so nervous.
Are we live? Right, we're live. Hello everybody. I hope everyone is extremely well. This is obviously not quite St. Patrick's Day. We're a couple of days late, but it is the Saturday post St. Patrick's Day, and so, well, I'm not Irish. I don't think that I have any Irish blood in me, but everyone around the world seems to like the Irish. They seem to be the possibly friendliest people in the world. South Africans used to have that sort of title, but I don't think that we're there anymore. This week we are not coming to you actually from the House of Henry like we expected to be, but we're in fact in a secret location somewhere in the highlands of South Africa, appropriately near a town called Belfast. There are no Irishmen, as far as I know, in the Belfast near which we're staying. It's 2,000 metres above sea level and therefore holds the title of being the highest town in South Africa. We also have a few guests with us tonight, one of whom some of you will know, the great Byron Serrao, who is not Irish but of Portuguese extraction, and so if anything is thrown at me, if he comes and punches me in the face, that is all to be expected from a man of his ilk from the south of Johannesburg. He is smiling and not wielding his fist just yet, which is very good. Okay, so we're going to have, my wife is here of course as well. Say hello, Kirsten.
Hello.
That's her. She's sunburnt because she doesn't understand the sun. And then we also have two other lovely ladies enjoying the concert with us tonight as well. Byron's better half by far, and another friend of ours. Okay, so we're doing some Irish songs tonight. We're going to do 7 Irish songs, and they're a collection of things that are Irish songs I like. They're not necessarily the ones that are the most popular. Some of them will be. A lot of them I came to know through the Clancy Brothers and Tommy Makem, which my father taught to me, or didn't teach to me, gave me the records of when I was little. And we used to listen to them going to school in the mornings. And so a lot of these songs are songs that I learned, or that I first heard from the Clancy Brothers and Tommy Makem. They're all, unfortunately, a war indeed now, but one of their nephews, Finbar Clancy, belongs to a wonderful Irish group called the High Kings, and they still sing some of these songs. The first one, I think we'll begin immediately, is called The Outlawed Rapparee. Now, a rapparee apparently was an outlaw during the time of the rebellion, around about 1916, and they used to live in the hills. And as one of the Clancy brothers said, what they used to do was take money from the rich folks and give it to the poor folks like us. I don't think they were very poor when they died, but that's what the outlawed rapparees used to do. They were chased out of their homes and they lived in the hills of Ireland as they fought, I suppose, some sort of guerrilla war. So here we go, the outlawed rapparee. My spurs are rusted, my coat is rent, my plume is damp with rain, and the thistle down and the barley beard are thick on me horse's mane. But my rifle's as bright as my sweetheart's eye, my arm is strong and free. What care have I for your king or your laws? I'm an outlawed rapparee. Lift your glasses, friends, with mine, and give your hand to me. I'm England's foe, I'm Ireland's friend, I'm an outlawed rapparee. The mountain cabin is my home, high up in the crystal air, and my bed of limestone iron ribbed, and the brown heath smelling fair. Let George or William only send his troops to burn or loot, we'll meet their love on equal ground, and we'll fight them foot to foot. Lift your glasses, friends, with mine, and give your hand to me. I'm England's foe, I'm Ireland's friend, I'm an outlawed rapparee. Hunted from our father's home, pursued by steel and shot. Oh, a bloody warfare we must wage, or the gibbet be our lot. Oh, hurrah, the war is welcome work, the hunted outlaw knows. He steps unto his country's love, for the corpses of his foes. Lift your glasses, friends, with mine, and bring your hands to me. I'm England's foe, I'm Ireland's friend, I'm an outlawed rapparee.
Bravo!
Thank you. We've been joined by another, and in fact Byron has left us now. He was so offended by the Irish.
Do you do questions tonight?
I do questions.
Teresa wants to know if you've got a new guitar.
Who? Reese.
Teresa.
Teresa. No, not a new guitar. It is making its debut on a live performance, so this is, all my guitars have names. They're named after men, normally. This one's name is John, and he's named after John Butler, who's Australian, not Irish. He will be doing one more song. John will. I will be doing another 6. Right. Any other questions so far?
Lots of requests for Byron to dance.
Lots of requests for Byron to dance. We might persuade him to do that. I'm not sure where he's gone.
Get a drink.
He's gone to get a drink. He's got a drink. Anyway. Okay. So the next song. We also have Benji the Schnauzer here. He's not Irish or
He's
either.
back, ready to dance.
Benji the Schnauzer is the chairman. Byron, would you like to come and say hello to everybody? Everybody would like to see you.
Fair enough. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for supporting my dear friend James Hendry. It's actually great to see him play live for all of you. Enjoy. Thanks.
And also they requested for you to do a dance later.
And maybe he'll do a dance later. Okay. Alright, this next one is an extremely sad song, and it's all about the famine of the 1840s, which took place when I think the potato crop failed, if I'm not mistaken. And it was about the time that Australia was receiving a whole lot of convicts from Britain, and the Irish, a lot of Irish people, or Irish lawbreakers, were sent over there. And this is about a man who stole some corn to feed his kids. They were obviously very poor. He was caught and sent off to Australia. And you can imagine, I mean, I think it was about a 6-month journey just to get there. Then you were in a penal colony. And so it was basically a life sentence. If you stole something and you were caught and you were sent to jail and you were sent off to Australia, you didn't see your family again, probably ever. And so this is a sad story about a man arrested for trying to feed his children. They get a little more cheerful after this, don't worry. There's one more thing I wanted to say about this song. Currently on at the moment is the Six Nations Rugby Championship, and they ran a wonderful advert before it started where everyone was asked, a whole lot of supporters of the Six Nations were asked not who they wanted to win, because obviously they wanted their home countries to win, but who they wanted to lose. And just about everybody said they'd like England to lose, please. And this is one of the songs that is sung. So all the Scots, all the Irish, all the Welsh, all the Italians and all the French said if they had to pick a loser, or the team that they wanted to lose the most, it would be England. And so this song is often sung at Irish-England rugby matches, and probably at soccer matches if they play them, which they do from time to time. And it's called The Fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling. Michael, they have taken you away, for you stole Trevelyan's corn, though that you might see the morn. Now a prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Oh, our love was on a wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, I rebelled, they cut me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely harbour wall, she watched the last star falling, as the prison ship sailed out against the sky. For she lived in hope and pray for her love in Botany Bay. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Oh, our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Oh, our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry.
Yay!
Thank you very much.
Not a question, but a
I'm just
request.
swapping guitars.
But Jamie Patterson asked if Byron can sing "We Didn't Start the Fire."
Jamie Patterson wants to know if Byron will sing "We Didn't Start the Fire." He probably would, given half a chance. Billy Joel is not Irish. I don't think there's anything Irish about him, actually. So no, Jamie, he cannot. I'm going to deny that pleasure. Okay. Any further questions?
Everyone is saying
What a relief.
a few
I'm
requests
drinking
for you
heavily
to
now.
speak in an Irish accent for the rest of this concert. Thanks.
A few requests for me to speak in an Irish accent for the rest of the concert. Well, I can try, but you'll find it'll slip from time to time, and sometimes it may sound like I come a little bit from Calcutta. I find it sometimes slips that way, but I'll try and maintain it in a sort of relative Irishness. It probably sounds relatively Irish to everybody who is not from Ireland. Right, this one is a tricky one. I kid you not. And again, Clancy Brothers, they're the ones I first heard sing it. It's been done many, many times by a lot of people. And it's quite quick, and it's quite tricky, but I will do it, give it my best. There are just a huge number of words. And it's about a young man who leaves home in a place called Tuam, spelled T-U-A-M, Tuam, and he goes off to seek his fortune. And obviously this is in the days before the internal combustion engine automobiles, or indeed even trains, possibly. He has a couple of fights, he drinks quite a lot on the way, and it has a number of interesting words in it, like shillelagh, which I assume is a fist. He lets his shillelagh fly. Again, it's some Englishmen, this time some Scousers. And there was another funny word in there, which I'll probably find halfway through and trip over it. Okay, here we go. The chorus, in case you want to sing along, goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, that's pretty easy. And all the way to Dublin, whack fo lally ra.
Cool.
Trick is not to start the thing too fast. In the merry month of June I started home. No, let's try it again. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Try and get further than the first line this time. In the merry month of June, from me home I started, left the girls of Tuam, nearly broken hearted, saluted father dear, kissed me darling mother, drank a pint of beer, me grief and tears to smother, then off to reap the corn, leave where I was born, cut a stout black thorn, take vanished ghost, and gobbling a brand new pair of brogues, rattling all the brogues, frightening all the dogs, on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack for lally ra. In Mullingar that night I rested limbs so weary, started by daylight, my spirits blithe and airy, took a drop of the pure, keep me heart from sinking, that's the paddy's cure, whenever he's on for drinking, to see the lassie smile, laughing all the while, at me curious style, to set your heart a bubbling, asked if I was hired, wages I required, till I was nearly tired of the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, whack for lally ra. In Dublin next arrived, I thought it such a pity to be so soon deprived of view of that fine city. Well then I took a stroll, all among the quality pandal it was stole. In a neat locality something crossed me mind, when I looked behind, no bundle could I find upon me stick. A woman inquiring for the road, said me cornet brogue, wasn't much in vogue on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, whack for lally ra. From there I got away, my spirits never failing, landed on the quay just as the ship was sailing. The captain at me roared, said no room had he, when I jumped aboard a cabin found for Paddy, down among the pigs, played some funny rigs, danced some hearty jigs, the water on me blood and ran off the hardy head, wished myself was dead, or better far instead, on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, whack for lally ra. The boys of Liverpool, when we safely landed, called myself a fool. I could no longer stand it, blood began to boil, temper I was losing, poor old Erin's eye. They began abusing her army sources, I shillelagh, Island fly, some Galway boys were nigh, and saw I was a hobbling with a loud hooray. Joined in the affray, we quickly cleared the way for the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, whack for lally ra. Whack for lally ra. Poor old Kirsten has been listening to that on and on and on, and then start again, and then on for what, a month now.
I drink some
So
as
now
well.
you don't have to listen to it anymore.
A shillelagh is a wooden stick.
A wooden stick?
Yes.
Is it? Okay, thank you.
From
A
everyone.
shillelagh is not a fist, but a wooden stick. Right, which he let fly. That's the rocky road to Dublin. And it's quite a song to have to sing. Okay,
Gonna have to do it again.
moving on.
Zoe wants to know if we're getting a sea shanty.
We might be, Zoe. We might be getting a sea shanty, but it's not Irish. And Byron has promised to sing along with us. I've told him that's very kind of him, but possibly not. And he said that's okay. All right. How many have we got left? How many have I done? 4. We've got 3 left. Yes, we do. Okay. Right. The next one is not a folk song. This song comes from the 1987 album. 1987 album by a little known band from Dublin called U2. You may have heard them. I'm not sure if you have. They're quite good. I mean, they certainly used to be. I think they're probably pretty good still. Made quite a bit of cash. And this particular song comes from their album The Joshua Tree, which was not about Ireland. It was about a tree that's found in America called the Joshua Tree. I'm going to retune the guitar. And it's just a gorgeous song. It's one of my favourites, favourites of all time. I will be enlisting the help of a delay pedal in order to, in some way, emulate the edge. Alright, Kirsten, are you ready? Now, this is not feedback, this is a delay. Okay. I'll just give you some warning. Okay, that's not feedback,
Can we
it's a
hear
delay.
it?
Can you hear it? Right, here we go. I wanna run, I want to hide, I wanna tear down the walls that hold me inside. I wanna reach out and touch the flame where the streets have no name. Sunlight on my face, I see the dust cloud disappear without a trace. I want to take shelter from the poison rain, where the streets have no name, where the streets have no name, where the streets have no name. Still building and burning down love, burning down love. And when I go there, I go there with you. It's all I can do. The city's afloat, and our love turns to rust. We're beaten and blown by the wind, trampled in dust. I'll show you a place high on a desert hill, where the streets have no name, where the streets have no name, where the streets have no name. Still building and burning down love, burning down love. And when I go there, I go there with you. It's all I can do. our love turns to rust. We're feeling blown by the wind, blown by the wind. And when I go there, I go there with you. It's all I can do. Right.
Lots of people want to know what you're drinking.
I'm drinking two drinks. The first drink is a refreshing sort of mix of gin and tonic. My other drink was poured by Byron recently, and will probably see me lying on my back once it is completed. It is apple juice.
I was kind.
Okay. Any questions?
Just lots of clapping and emojis.
Lots of clapping and emojis. Well, that's great. Okay, this is the final Irish song, and it's a very sad, lovely, again, Clancy Brothers and Tommy Makem, I first heard sing it, but it's a very famous Irish song called The Parting Glass. And I think it's fairly self-explanatory. It's all about leaving. All the money that e'er I've spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done, for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. And all the comrades that e'er I've had, I'm sorry for my going away. And all the sweethearts that e'er I've had, that might wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should go and you should not, I'll gently rise and I'll softly go. Good night and joy be with you all. Very sad in the song of farewell. The only reason we didn't do that at the end is that I have to switch a few things around now. So the feed is going to go silent very briefly while I change a few things. Please don't go away. No. That must go Down. Good. Yes. Fine.
Yeah, dish color.
Alright. We should be back. Yes, we are. Great. Alright, this next song is tricky because what we have to do before we get into the meat of it is actually record the chorus. And then Byron will join us, no doubt.
Just a little jig in the background.
This song is not Irish, as I said, but it's been made very popular by a Scottish postman whose name I've forgotten. Byron, do you remember his name?
I do not.
I do not. A Scottish postman who's now a musician. Fantastic. It's wonderful. It went totally viral on TikTok. A whole lot of people joined in and added different parts to it. And it's not a Scottish song either. It's a Kiwi song, a New Zealand song about whaling, back during the whaling times. And I think it comes from the South Island, deep in the South Island. And it's called The Wellerman. But we need to make a few parts before we can do it. So here we go. Are you ready? Right, here we go. We're going to record the chorus. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Right, that's the chorus, and now it's ready. Here we go. Are you ready, Byron? There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship was a Billy o' Tea. The winds blew hard and a bow dipped down. Blow me, bully boys, blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Hey! Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side, harpooned and fought her. She dived down low. Hey! Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed, and the captain's mind was not on green, but he belonged to the wellerman's creed and took that tip in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. We've got a sound problem. This thing has switched off.
Now it's bad.
Now it is back on. I
Start
want
from
to
the
kill
beginning
myself. That is so embarrassing.
Great reason
Okay.
to start again.
Yeah,
Sorry
start
about
again
that,
from the
everybody.
beginning.
From the top.
Let's do it from the top, shall we? Okay. I hope nobody's got anywhere to be. Okay, here we go again. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship was the Billy o' Tea. The wind blew hard and the bow dipped down. Blow me, bully boys, blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a white whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Hey, soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the waves came up and hit them caught to the ends. It's not working. I'm afraid we have a major technical problem here.
Just an acoustic.
The guitar's not even plugged in anymore. I think we'll have to do something else as an encore.
She didn't start the fire.
Very sad song. Way to end that song. Anyway, sorry about that.
He didn't start the fire.
Give me a second. Let's be very cross.
I had a question. I'll look for it now.
Plug this in. All right. No, we're not back.
It was Nathan Evans who sang this song.
We're back. Nathan Evans. No, he was the singer.
Yes.
He was the postman.
He's the postie.
Laura wanted to know if you sing better after apple juices.
Laura Moore, there's an ideal amount of apple juice to drink before you start singing well, after which it goes downhill. But yes, a certain amount certainly helps build the courage, after which you start slurring and eventually you lie on the back. And that's not very good for singing. Alright, we're going to have another song. Trying to think of one. I can't think of any Irish ones. Black Sheep. Anyone from the audience like to suggest a song? I know.
Most Irish I know are a bit drunk while playing. What does he sing like?
Any songs that you remember?
Song of Silence.
Request from the audience. Let's do that. If anybody would like to send through a request of a song that I have sung before, I will do that song for you now. Oh, very sad.
Sound of Silence.
The Sound of Silence. I could do that. Do you want the Sound of Silence?
I mean, that's definitely a bit of a twang.
Alright, let's do the Sound of Silence. I think that's a good one. Can I remember all the words of the question?
Sue Roberts said Wild Rover.
No,
that one?
I don't know that one. I said you have to ask for songs that I've heard before,
Sharon said
or that I've sung
A
before.
Safe Place to Land.
No, don't have that with me, but that was a
Danny
good
Boy.
one. No, I don't know that one.
Field of Gold from
No, songs I've sung before.
Jan said anything.
Okay.
Eric
It's
Clapton.
Sound of Silence.
We're going to do the Sound of Silence. Here we go. I can remember this one. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. 'Cause a vision softly in creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. People waving cell phone lights at me now. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eye was stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people sing. People are writing songs that voices never share. No one dares disturb the sound of silence. Fool, said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words like silent raindrops fell. No one dare disturb the sounds of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they'd made, and the sign flashed out its warning to the word that it was scorning. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls, tenement halls, and echo in the worlds of silence. Thank you very much. I think that's probably a good place to end. Thank you everybody for joining us for this slightly...
Too good! Too good! One more!
Learn the Irish songs.
The Crossing.
The Crossing. Really? Okay. You must feel free to go home at any stage if you want. Or just click in.
We can't
Crossing.
do that. We
You want to- These people stuck with me. Alright, here we go. I should have learnt more Irish songs.
Just speaking an Irish accent.
Just speaking an Irish accent, shall I try and sing this? This one's got Zulu in it. Shall I try and sing the Zulu words in Irish? O Sieza, or Ciso Figure, where Baba no man. Now I sound like I'm from Cornwall. Here we go. Through all the years that eats away at every breath that I take, through all the nights I've lain alone in someone else's dream awake, all the words of truth that were spoken that the wind has blown away. Oh, it's only you that remains with me here, clear as the light of day. Oh, Cieza, si Sofia we Baba no ma. Oh, Cieza, si agut la lumslava, si abuela la pesceia, gulis und tamasim nyama, la mosovega pansi, gomke gutlo vega. Downtown bar takes a beating without making a sound. The swollen eyes, he swears and he smiles, 'cause no one can put him down. Inside him a boy looks up to his father for a sign or an approving eye. Oh, it's funny how those once so close are now gone, still so affect our lives. Oh, Cieza, si Sofia phesheya ulizwa ntaba zimnyama lapho sobeka phansi bonke buhlubeka. Osiyeza, sizofika webaba noma. Osiyeza, Osiyeza, siyakudla lo mhlaba, siyawela la phesheya kulizwa ntaba zimnyama lapho sobeka phansi bonke buhlubeka. And that really is the end. Okay, thank you very much for joining us. I'm sorry about the technical glitch at the end there. We will attempt to rectify that by throwing the offending piece of equipment in a puddle of water and seeing if that doesn't help.
Can we say goodbye in Irish?
I'll say goodbye in Irish. We'll see you again in about a month's time. My wife and I will be doing these concerts once a month, not in Irish. The next one will probably be in, what's the theme for the next one? Have we picked one?
Easter.
Easter. No, I don't know a lot of Easter songs. No, I don't want Easter won't be the theme. It maybe be Scottish or something like that, but I'm not sure at this stage. I am now going to go and have some supper, drink heavily, fall on my back, and wake up with a headache in the morning. Thank you very much, and good night.
Thanks, Wendy. Yes, it was.
I mean, does it really have to stop now?
Yeah.